Developing tonight, the Community Schools Initiative, which aims to give voters power to break up large school districts, is suing the company it hired to gather signatures. The lawsuit says Texas-based Vanguard Field Strategies, LLC, breached its contract with the initiative, which said they had to deliver signatures at a 70% validity rate. But when those signatures were submitted to the Nevada Secretary of State, the office found that only 53% were valid. They said in a report that many signatures were forged, with the same name being used repeatedly. Others were from out of state, and on top of all that, several pages were reportedly burned, and others smelled like water from a bong. The suit says Vanguard promised the Community Schools Initiative a full refund of more than $2.2 million, but ultimately reneged. The initiative aimed to have their ballot measure added to the 2024 ballot before their bid failed.